Hey, so let's create a situation where you've received a lump sum of cash. It could be a pension payout, it could be an inheritance, or maybe you've been saving up cash and the purpose has changed and now you need to invest that money. Very often we get the question, is it better to invest it all at once or is it better to dollar cost average over time? So for example, if you had $1 million, what do you do with that? Maybe you invest in over 6 months or a year, or $100,000. Maybe you're going in over 3 months to 6 months, somewhere in there, but you get the gist. So Vanguard did a study recently, and I thought it was very interesting. Is it better to dollar cost average or is it better to do lump sum investing? And you got to remember, a lot of times people are doing this because they're fearful of the downturn. So they're fearful that they'll put $1 million in or $100,000 in and then the market goes down. And that's understandable. But over the long term though, does it really matter? And so what's interesting is if you invested your money in a lump sum, now remember, before I give you the answer, we do this with our paychecks and our 401k plans. As soon as you get paid, the money goes in. So you're doing lump sum investing many times, at least 12 times, right, during the year. But cash outside, you have the option to put it in or not. You are 68% more likely to make more money by doing a lump sum investing strategy versus trying to average it in over time. Now let's compare that to versus cash, right? Because cash pays a little bit more money these days. So let's say you left it in cash versus dollar cost averaging. So cost of averaging outperforms cash by 69% of the time. Lump sum outperforms cash by 70% of the time. So in the end, you have to understand that when you put lump sum of money, you're collecting dividends automatically. And so if you don't invest money, you're missing out on that income. If you're really concerned about the downside, then dollar cost averaging may still be right for you. Just because if you put a lump sum in and then the market drops substantially and you get nervous and you pull it back out, then you've done more harm to that investment in that case versus just doing the dollar cost averaging over time. So I would say most of our clients just invest a lump sum when it comes available to them. But we've had a few over the years that will work it in over 12 months, so much per month. And that works well too, for the most part. You know, we had a lot of people doing that in 2023. After the bad year in 2022, they lost a lot of money because they didn't want to do the lump sum and they missed a lot of the upside of the market as they were waiting to invest their cash. So when it comes to investing, you just can't be short-sighted. You have to think long-term. If you need that money within the next 5 years, honestly, it shouldn't be invested anyway. You can get 5.2% on a Charles Schwab money market fund now. So if it's anything under 5 years that you need that money for, I would just put it in a money market fund at this point. Don't take on the stock market volatility or even bonds for that matter. Anyway, just something to think about. We've linked this article in the show notes here on this link. Thanks so much.